The Sigma male. I spoke briefly in a few other videos about the Sigma male and what that is, in comparison to the alpha and the beta. But I still have people who are a bit confused on, what exactly the Sigma male is. And basically, the Sigma male is what I guess I would identify myself as. You have the beta males and the omega males who are like the worker bees. They're the ones who keep order. They're the ones who follow tasks and, make sure everything's on the up and up, on a day-to-day level. You have the alpha males who are above them who, put their foot on their neck and, say, you better do this. And, they're like the enforcers. They keep them in line. You know, uh, they basically, monitor the beta males and the omega males and, act as like the public figure. Think of like, let's say someone like Donald Trump, right? The alpha male, right? I'm the head of the country. I'm the head of Trump Tower. I'm the head of, whatever. And I have all my beta males and my omega males, but below me, and they do everything I tell them to. They carry out all the tasks I have for them, right? But what no one ever talks about is what you would call the Sigma male. Now, the Sigma male, here's how it works, right? The alpha male is the Sigma male's beta male. You see what I'm saying? The Sigma male is the behind the scenes leader who really runs everything. He is the secretive. Think of it this way. If Donald Trump is the alpha male, the Rockefellers are the Sigma males, the Rothschilds, the JP Morgans, the people like behind the scenes that actually own America. These are the Sigma males. So the alpha male is the Sigma male's beta male. Basically, the alpha male is the one that takes all the public attention. The alpha male is the one that's the poster child, the public figure. He's the distraction so that the Sigma male can actually do what he needs to do behind the scenes without anyone coming after him. The Sigma male is a secretive, reclusive leader. The Sigma male is like I said, like if Darth Vader is the alpha male, the Emperor is the Sigma male. You see what I'm saying? And the alpha male, in most cases, not in all cases, but in most cases, alpha males report to Sigma males. These are the secret leaders. They're very reclusive. They have the long-term plan. They understand the need to be secret because here's the thing. People are too powerful. The average person, if everybody knew how the world really works, they could rebel and take over, right? So you have distraction enemies. You have people like Donald Trump, George Bush, Barack Obama, like the presidents, I don't know, Zuckerberg, whoever. You have people who are put there to look like they're the leaders, they're the hotshots. These are the people you want to be like, or these are the people you want to take down. These people are all just puppets. They're all just figureheads. There are men behind the scenes that you've never heard of who actually run the country, Sigma male types. And you need front men. You need these poster boys. The alpha males actually serve a very good purpose to the Sigma male because they take all that negative attention, they take all that heat, they take all the drama, they are a buffer between the Sigma male and his true agenda, with the average human or, whatever. Not like I said, not all Sigma males are doing this. I'm a Sigma male who's just very secretive and does his own thing and doesn't, really respect authority and respect society and does things his own way. I'm not necessarily trying to brainwash the people. But that was just an example. That was one example of the Sigma male relationship to the alpha male and the beta males / omega males, But the Sigma male, another example is like Bruce Wayne from Batman. He's not like Superman where he's the poster boy flying around. Oh, look, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. Batman is a lot more secretive. He likes to handle his business and then go back to his private life, get back to his businesses, his investments, whatever. A lot of Sigma males, they could own 5, 6 businesses and you won't even know it. You could bump into a Sigma male on the street. He could look poor and he owns like 20 houses, 3 businesses, a couple Ferraris. But he's very secretive about what he does. He understands the value in blending in. He understands the value of being secretive and keeping prying eyes off of him. you know, um, a Sigma male, for example, another example is like, let's say, you have the local town football player, Chad, the football player. Everybody loves Chad. He's the alpha male of like the college basketball team or whatever, or like football team. Now, Chad is like the public figure, right? Chad is like the one all the girls want. Chad is the guy who's expected to like be the top performer. Chad is the one catching all the Me Too charges because people think he's got money. And then you walk down the street and you bump into some white guy in his mid 40s. You know, he's got some gray hair, maybe a little belly. He's wearing like some loafers, some black, pants and like a leather jacket with like a button with like a polo underneath. And he's like, "Oh, my bad." And he keeps walking and you don't even know it, but that guy was actually like the mob boss of your local town. That guy's worth like $100 million. He's a mob boss. He kills people for money. He has his own organization that he runs, and he's way more rich and way more dangerous than Chad, the basketball player. But he's just very low key. You had no idea. You just bumped into like a criminal mastermind. That's the Sigma male. That's the man who actually runs things behind the scenes. You see, like a mob boss, for example, or a big government official. You bump into a mob boss on the street. Unless you're someone who keeps up with that sort of thing, you're not going to know you just bumped into a mob boss. So you get distracted by like football players, basketball players, but these people don't have any power. These people don't run the world. These people are the Sigma male's beta male. If a government official or a mob boss or something doesn't like a basketball player, he can have that person killed. They're not safe. There was actually an example. I read this book. It's by a former enforcer for the Gotti family, John Gotti, the mob in New York. This guy was an enforcer for John Gotti, and basically, he was running a nightclub in Florida, and Allen Iverson, the basketball player, went to his nightclub and he parked his Bentley and he went inside the nightclub and he didn't tip the valet guys. See, when you park your car, you're supposed to tip the valet guys. So this guy, he's a known mobster, right? He walks right up to Allen Iverson, the basketball player, and says, "Put money in the jar." And Allen Iverson is like, "I don't want to do that. Who the hell are you?" And then he takes a good look at him and he recognizes who it is. And this guy is actually like a higher up, mob guy for John Gotti. He's like an enforcer. And he's like, "Put money in the jar now." And he got Allen Iverson to put like, I think $100 in the tip jar for the valet guys. The point is, this guy is nowhere near as famous as Allen Iverson, the basketball player, yet he got him to give him his money because of fear and respect. And Allen Iverson knew, oh, wow, this guy's the real deal. This guy's actually dangerous. That's like the Sigma male. The alpha male, the alpha male is like John Cena, the wrestler. It's like, oh, wow, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with him. But the Sigma male is like not John Gotti. He was kind of too, he liked attention, but like the Sigma male is like another, dangerous guy who has a lot of power. He just doesn't like the spotlight, and he actually runs things. That's an example of the Sigma male. So like I said, it can be someone who's, it can be like a government person who's actually trying to manipulate and control the world behind the scenes, or it can just be someone who's secretive, has their own little business, doesn't like being bothered, understands the value of laying low, doesn't want all that public spotlight and attention and more drama. They want to, move around in the shadows, because ultimately, and my mentor Mr. Jones said this in a video, he said the true power comes from being in the shadows. When people can't touch you, when people can't reach you, that's true power. So anyways, guys, that's just a few examples of the Sigma male. I hope it made sense, and get this video uploaded for you. That's the Sigma male.